Hello, citizens, and welcome to another edition of Cybernations Quarterly, bringing you the news once a week, every day. Our dedicated team of journalists bring you everything you need to know about war, peace, alliances, reparations, espionage, and low-fat cooking. We see the world, tour the battle zones, know what to wear, and have dinner with your world leaders. And now, here's the news! In a surprise announcement, Ivan Moldavi, Emperor of the New Pacific Order, Emperor Emeritus of the New Polar Order, Supreme Ruler of Perconium, Destroyer of Men, Eater of Babies, has resigned his post as Emperor of the New Pacific Order. In his place, Dilber has been named Emperor of the Order. His first action was to appoint imperial positions and to create a few new ones, such as Commandant of the NPO Academy. Ivan Moldavi, now emeritus of 2 thrones, will continue to be in the New Pacific Order, but will only be in an advisory capacity. However, Ivan was not the only king to leave his throne. Prodigal Chieftain, Emperor of the Grand Global Alliance, created a thread stating his displeasure with Dilber and the New Pacific Order. The Triumvirate of the Grand Global Alliance staged a coup and expelled Prodigal Chieftain from the alliance for charter violations and general asshatry. It was also revealed that Prodigal Chieftain was working on a plan to infiltrate the Green Protection Agency and merge it with the GGA to create a long-sought-after Green Unified Alliance. Prodigal Chieftain then attempted to retake his throne, but was banned from Cybernations for a term of service violation by the moderation team. Working off-site, he later sent a letter explaining the situation to GGA members, but his ascension was not to be. The Triumvirate, with a very large majority of the off-site community, moved to a new GGA form without the monarchy of the old. With Prodigal Chieftain gone, a stumbling block between GGA and NPO relations was removed, and the 2 alliances signed a mutual defense pact. The final throne that lost its king was that of moderation. As head for mod and game administrator, he helped admin, peace be upon him, create and monitor the off-site forums from the beginning. CN Moderator was called out of retirement to fill Moderation Chews as the big cheese on the forums. And now, news from the front. In a tiff between goons and the New Pacific Order, the nap between the two was cancelled and the world seemed to be at the brink of another war. The reason for the cancellation of the pact was an errant NPO nation attacked a member of goons. The goonish delegation entered the NPO channel to discuss the situation, but entered during American football when most of the leadership is sloshed and belligerent. As a result, both sides prepared for war. However, in a surprising revelation, it was revealed that the goons, the New Pacific Order, and the New Polar Order would enter into a full alliance with each other, requiring either military or financial support from one signatory to another when any becomes involved in a conflict for any reason. The method of announcing the agreement was frowned upon by some parties, but on the whole the Cyberverse was happy that there was no armed conflict between these 2 alliances. There is also an alliance-wide conflict between the independent Republic of Orange nations and the new Potsdam Reich. Iron accused the NPR of breaking the non-aggression pact between the 2 alliances, and then proceeded to wipe NPR from the map with what was characterized as a massacre. In other alliance news, the coalition of dark states and the Grand Global Alliance have signed a mutual defense pact. CDS was formed by former members of the Grand Global Alliance, and the 2 had animosity toward one another, especially between Star Fox and Prodigal Chieftain. Since Star Fox left CDS to form IC with Tigerland, the 2 alliances' relationships have improved to the point where both sides felt that they could benefit from a mutual defense pact. And finally, news you can use. To cut the cholesterol out of cookies, use egg whites instead of whole eggs. This makes the cookies fluffier and more delicious while sparing your arteries. That's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for watching Cybernations Quarterly, bringing you the news once a week, every day.